Hello, gamers. We're back. I don't know. We got to mix it up a little bit because we don't know what we're doing. Ain't no better way to mix it up than taking some horses. It flies in the face of conventional wisdom. But let's give it a try for a bit here. Let me be shiny doodad. Ariel from The Little Mermaid be like, I got 10 of those in my freaking grotto or whatever. Listen, I don't really know what a grotto is. Something nautical. I don't want any of this. I would like you to have this. We're not really worried about like going for a spawning build. We're just worried about, I don't know, like honestly, this week, if we're setting realistic goals for one another, holy cow, we won a round. It would be nice to not feel like I'm totally out of it in the mid game. Like that's been happening a lot. So, you know, obviously there's some secret sauce we're missing. I think Ox is pretty good. Maybe we should be pilling things in front of our Ox. Sheep is great as well. I'm not anti-sheep here. I'm just, you know, I had to make a choice and I made my choice. I'm going to go crazy on this one. I'm going to start buffing the heck out of this Ox early on. And there's a part of me that just thinks, run Ox at the front right now. Maybe you can take their big unit by surprise. And I'm saying forget jellyfish. That's right. I know I don't say it lightly, but I'm saying it. And I don't think we're going to try to make like a zombie bee work, but did I say take him by surprise? Or did I take him by surprise? Or did I take him? No, I didn't take him enough by surprise. Always one of these. I don't really see the efficacy of a tamarin here. I do see the potentiality of 2 peacocks. I like the idea of a sheep too, don't get me wrong. And the moth is not long for this world. We don't need the extra 1 damage. We get so much extra damage on the Ox from having the moth hit the Ox instead of like hit itself. So I think the Ox in the front looks wrong but is right, which is one of my favorite kinds of plays. Usually looks wrong is probably what happens to me. But now we still want to see like a leech. I'm not a big elephant guy this week. I know we could put croissant on you, but I'm not sold on it. I'm not selling into a sheep. Now, eel is something is interesting. I've seen a lot of eels. A question for me is how does one buff the HP on an eel? Obviously, you could just scale it with like a penguin in the early game and then something else later. This is just a disaster. But how else? You want something like this. Don't care. The horses, it's past the best before date. They've gone bad. Leech level 2 peacock seems like a gimme. So this is exactly the opposite of what I wanted. We've entered the mid-game, and it feels like everything is falling apart completely. So let's just reverse that. This should be easy enough, right? Now, we're not taking any units by surprise anymore. You're gone. Am I crazy to think like... I think like a scorpion might be the most relevant here at some point, as long as it doesn't get sniped. A second eel, aka a stacked eel. I think I mean, on paper, I think my team looks pretty good now that we got a level 2 peacock with garlic coming out here, getting leeched upon all the time. It was an unexpected melon, but you know what? I told you, we're so in this. I love when I get a unit I already have. I think you gotta go. We need a dragonfly to keep our peacock at a consistent level of HP. It just makes sense. Oh, and an eel getting buffed. It's a level 2. Oh, please, please. The eel getting buffed by the dragonfly, but then that would take a buff away from our peacock. Still. Sorry, I'm getting... I'm cooking too deep and too greedily here. I'm going Melon with Riz mode. We want you. Then the stats go well on you. They go well on you too, to be fair. We can't sell anything. You know what? Best protection to your Scorpion getting sniped? Having 2 Scorpions. And we really run into trouble if there's a melon rhino at the front. That would have been great comedic timing. Hang on, this is sicko mode confirmed. 4 wins. It's my best run of the week so far. You get buffed. I know it seems crazy. Maybe it is crazy, but the buffs on the eel go nicely, man. It's now an 11:26 with meat with Riz. I don't choose what becomes an inside joke, okay? It just happens that way sometimes. We've now clawed our way back. We're beating some rhinos. We're beating some jellyfishes. This kind of stuff is freaking ridiculous. We don't really need a leech anymore. I think that all roads lead back to the dragon. As much as I hate to admit it. Hello, dragon. Hello, Jerry. You're an important laddie. We don't really need to level. You're a very important laddie. On one life, this is not really like where I want to be, but I suppose it could be worse. Right? It could be worse. Right. It could be... Oh! They didn't believe in the leech. And you know, I hang on a second here. Sell me. Buy me. How about a little death touch on the... Sorry, the eel, not the leech. A little death touch on the eel. With 1330 death touch eel. Now we got a little something cooking. And for the moment, we got that scorpion percolating. We got a tier 1 sitting there. We're hoping to get like a pill so we can get a melon on our peacock so it might stand a chance to survive a little longer. Oh, baby. The death touch boys are back. I thought we just lost. Did you see my face fall? It went from like the mask slipped. I went from like... It's like I lost all turgor pressure. I really don't want to sell you if I can avoid it. I mean, we need you around too, though. We got to make space. I'm sorry. We'll get you protection via you having more HP. Dragon will need this. So take it to 5. One of these. Don't want to buy a meerkat. We want to buy it next round. We'll spend our money rolling instead. Now I like to see that. And maybe we go level 3 eel instead. It's possible. Hang on. Oh, no. The only thing that could have possibly defeated my build but better. It's a hard weekly, man. Me when I accidentally buy Us Weekly in French. How about like a confused reactor? Like a Twitch streamer when they come back to the video that they were watching, but they weren't actually watching it. They were in the bathroom for the last 90 minutes. Here's my impression of a streamer returning from the bathroom after being in there for 90 minutes while a video essay plays. Sorry, guys. My DoorDash got here. Anyway, okay, what are we doing here? Sorry, punch my mic. That mic was not, mic punch was not included in the impression. That's a different streamer. It's a different situation altogether. You know, I'm content to run that for now. I think this is a decent early game squad. I no longer have confidence in this squad. I think this squad is trash. I think it's horrible. The mid-game. We're going to figure this out in the mid-game. In the mid-game, we're going to figure this one out. Stack me. Stack me. Sell me. Sell me. Stack me. Buy me. Jellyfish? Just, you had to look. Sell me. Place me. I'm an eel man myself right now. I'm just going to say it. We'll get another level next time. Just wanted to see if maybe there was a jellyfish. There is bison potential here as well. I feel like you got a place on the squad too. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I think there's something to it right now. Maybe this is an early pivot weekly. I mean, we just got our second win. This is the first time I've had 2 wins this early in a long time, I think. Hoping for an eel, obviously. That didn't really work out. What about a sell? Buy. Adjacent friends. Adjacent friends. Sell. Buy. The meerkat will give attack. And the eel generates its own defense. Like, it's a bit kooky. It's altogether spooky. Might I say this run right now is kind of giving Addams Family energy? By the way, I gotta say the first movie I ever saw in theaters was The Addams Family, right? Barry Sonnenfeld's 1993 send-up of the original television series. It's crazy to me that these days people go and they say things like, oh, Gomez Addams and Morticia Addams are the perfect couple. They really set my mental model for like how a husband and wife should talk to each other. Yeah, great point. Except for, did you forget about one thing, bro? They're freaking kooky and they're spooky and they're all together ooky. They be eating out of little cauldrons that bubble and stuff like that. They be eating eyeballs and slime. They really think your mental model for your marriage will be a disembodied hand running around, climbing up on your shoulder and stuff like that. And yet when you see a fly, you say, ooh, that's icky. Come on, man. You love Lurch? Okay, I get it. He's tall, okay? He's not that tall. Well, he's only like 7'8" or something like that. It's not even that big of a... Obviously, I'm making a joke. It's a funny movie. I enjoy watching it to this day. The nostalgia will never be removed from my brain. I watch it all the time. Addams Family Values, also a funny one. I'm just making a joke about the fact that they're creepy and they're kooky. You know, you get the idea. Rip Raul Julia, rip to a legend. You never know, man. And if Addams Family had come out a few years later, we might have seen Raul Julia and Gomez Addams appear in the Avengers Cinematic Universe. You never know. Now, the strat ain't strattin'. Give me a second to figure this one out. I don't think you can make do with that, my man. I think you got to take some meat on your bones first. So I think that the ant should not move up first, right? It'll move up after. No, okay. I mean, it's fine either way. It actually worked out totally okay. I thought maybe the eel would jump it in the queue because, I guess it depends on the nature of things like David Suzuki. Okay, something like this. Now, the meerkat, I don't think has to be on the squad much longer. It's probably for the best if we could get like a rhino to pop instead. I don't know if it's going to make it. We're certainly cooking up something a little different here. I don't know how, like, with no... We got to figure out how to individually scale the rhinoceros, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This did not work out. I guess we should have taken... Well, no, penguin doesn't work. Dragonfly would work until the rhino gets leveled a bit. Take some support. We are kind of saying, you know, maybe we're giving up on the eel momentarily. Not giving up, but not treating it with the same kind of reverence we used to. I mean, you gotta take a unit here, man. Now it's amazing how quickly I've lost confidence. Like a second ago, I was like, we're cooking something up. I was making Addams Family references. Everyone was having a good time. Now I've completely lost confidence. Like it's falling apart, dude. And the worst part is now I'm vindicated. Vindicated? Vanquished? Vindicated? I don't know what my brain was trying to say. I haven't used any of these words. Mostly all I've been saying for 2 weeks is like, I'll start with the wedge salad, please. And then I think for my main, let me try the pumpkin ravioli. And for dessert, can I get a chocolate ice cream cone, please? What, you don't like ice cream? Hyuna would never. 2 lives left. I'm not pivoting to a lioness at this stage of my existence. I'm hoping that maybe the rhinoceros can get there, but I'm realizing far too late that we have no scaling at all. Like, we're gonna win this one, which is nice, but we're still rocking a level 2 mosquito where, like, a scaler should be. And I don't know, like a 4/6 doorhead ant doesn't seem like it's gonna change things for us too much. Just keep buffing. I don't know. Would have been nice to get some chocolates too, but... Oh my god, anti-mosquito technology? On my squad? It's more likely than you think? Okay, everybody just relax. It's kind of working. Are you noticing this? I thought maybe we'd see a chocolate there. This is very nice. I have to feel like slug and mosquito are gone in favor of a Niala. Slug will leave too, but we gotta find the right thing. That's pretty nice. I'm so stupid. I was like, the frozen eel, I was like, I don't want to buy that yet. Then I rolled like 3 times and I was like, that's what I'm looking for. Unfrozen eel. What are you talking about, dude? Okay, well, I mean, it's not even a question. Your squad rinses me like crazy. This is big. Sell me. You're going to be a big laddie up at the front. I don't think there's any disputing that. What if we put a snake behind you? I don't know. I think I should be looking for a mongoose. Oh, man. That's a big jellyfish. All right, well. I would say I got 7 minutes or so. Let's run one back and play in record time. And I'm so mad already because I got like my perfect shop order just came in. I'll be a sticky hand. This follow-up album, The Sticky Fingers. You know that the hands are, you know the fingers are sticky. Have you ever, sorry, I'm trying to find a way. The joke here is Hollywood loves making movies they've already made, but it's like, you know who Darth Vader is, but have you ever wondered how Darth Vader was? Me, age 9? Oh my god, yes. Not until you mentioned it, but now I can't live without it. You know. I'm giving it a try, man. I don't even care. You know that the fingers are sticky. That's true. But do you know why the fingers are sticky? I don't. This autumn, sticky hands. It's not working. The joke's not working. Gotta go faster. 6 minutes remain. Okay, I'll tell you. That's a gimme. In this household, that's a gimme. Oh, baby. I see you, baby. Buying that eel. Buying that eel. You know what I'm saying? That song from the movies. That's got to be someone's favorite song. They must be so annoyed I just called it that song from the movies. But I don't know what it's called. It's probably called something like I See You Baby, Shaking That Blank. We have momentum. That momentum to me means we go foam sword. Oh, is the prophecy the sacred text? We should also look for a pill. We probably rolled past several, but we need a pill in order to make our ant, you know, the escape hatch for our ant work perfectly. Oh, man, that's pretty good, too. A pill? You shouldn't have. I don't really care what it hits. That's a lie. I'm glad it hit that. Another eel. I see you, baby, buying that eel. Slot it down right there. I'm not even worried about the moth level. I'm not really that interested in the moth level. Unless they make a prequel, then I'm like, I gotta know how this moth level got here. Holy cow, we're doing it? Take some of that. There's a temptation. Oh, there's a temptation. I feel like Scorpion, if you have momentum, take it. That's the secret sauce, man. You got something going on here. I'm not upset. Okay, maybe I hate when people do this, but I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe eel is the secret this week. All you have to do is get 20 of them in the first 2 rounds. I'm just buying another Scorpion just to flex on them. As long as you get a level 3 eel within 1 round of picking up your first eel, like the eel goes kind of crazy. Where are we at? Okay, I would say I have 3 to 4 minutes before I have to go pick up my daughter from daycare. And it's an important one. I want to make sure I leave myself an ample amount of time because I may have forgotten how to drive. You know, I don't think I did, but it's one of those things I'd like to leave in there as a contingency. Coconut armor. It's the one flaw in my plan. Very strong coconut armor. No doubt about that. I give you credit. Hi, Tomo. I give you credit for that one. Anybody else up feeding their seal or just me? Don't screw me here. I see that we're going up against other eels, which means we must be on the right track. That's 7. Oh, we're gonna be fine on time, man. Oh, a little one of those for you. I mean, having the seal level up before we waste all our money on cookies is probably sensible, but you can't deny that it looks like we're doing a lot, because every time we roll, we're buying 1 to 2 things, and then there's all sorts of particle effects. So we must be doing something right. It's kind of an insane statement, but the eel is one of my favorite animals to do well with. It feels like you cooked up something, even though it's probably pretty simple. I think we got to talk about this for a second. Probably looking at something like this. Maybe, you know what? Give me this. And then the dragonfly, you've served your purpose. Give me a peanut jar on this laddie right here. Oh, baby. You're in a lot of trouble. I am in a lot of trouble. That's what I meant. I am toast. On the other hand, oh! You're the one who's toast now, Gabi. Toasted out of his mind. Oh, I did it in the wrong order. Oh. I was trying to make a reference to Spider-Man. And I blew it. We're only going to get 1 death touch out of it. We'll get 2 death touch next turn, but that would have happened either way. So that's my bad. Don't punish me for it. Just let me live without being punished for it. That's the good stuff right there. Actions with no consequences. Now, something like that. And you know what? I'll confirm on that one. I'll give you a big 10-4. I'm right on time. If you would just hook me up with a little victory here, we could all go home. That would be lovely. just in time to remember none of the lessons learned from this run. But thank you for the 10-piece, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!